of Hidden Truth. I want to say to all of you that have literally supported the West Side and the Lewisham Young Leaders Academy, we are growing. We are growing, brothers and sisters. And without any further ado, Sister Semerah, Sister Queen Semerah, now you're smiling, you are glowing. By the way, I'm loving the color coordination tonight. You're not ramping.
Oh, dear. Thank you. I haven't been able to redo my makeup, so unfortunately it is what it is.
Oh, you're looking beautiful, sister. You're looking beautiful. We're loving that. Is that the royal blue?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm loving that, sister. And sister, you know what? I want you to know that you're cherished. You got an army behind you, sister. We support you. And you know, tonight we're going to be announcing some great news, I believe. So, so sister, I'm just going to really hand over to you. And then obviously we take it from there, my queens. Brothers and sisters, Sister Semerah, who's taking us on to the next stage of what we really are here today for, Reclaiming Me. All yours, sister.
Oh, thank you so much, Brother Andrew. Love always. I'm just going to make sure that I am sharing.
We can see clearly. We can see clearly.
We can. So greetings, everyone. My apologies, but we are all good. I'm blessed to be back on the platform, and thank you so much for your love. I have a short window to share with you to lay the foundation for what I have coined as gifts. And this is because I believe it's the 5 key elements to assist with us practicing self-love so that we are then positioned to begin our journey to reclaim ourselves. Now, some of you who I'm yet to meet, apologies that this is the first time we are meeting like this. I wear a number of hats, but what I want everyone to please bear in mind is that as I go through tonight, it is that I do have learned experience, that is without question. But what I'm actually going to be sharing, brothers and sisters, is lived and live-in experience. I think that that's more important than just simply textbook. So let's dive right in to self-love. And for those of you who know me, you know that I always love to start with setting the stage with a definition. I think it's key that we're all on the same page. And so when I was thinking about the subject matter of reclaiming me and being on our journey, it was key for us to go back, strip it back to self. And I found this definition of self-love by Dr. Jeffrey Borenstein, based out in the US, and maybe our beloved Dr. Sister Elaine, she may know of this particular medical doctor based out at Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons. And what I love about his definition of self-love is that it is spot on, in my humble opinion, which is that it's the state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. It also means having a high regard for our own well-being and happiness, and taking care of our own needs, okay, and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. Now, that's quite a long definition, so as is customary, I've tried to simplify it in my own terms, which is simply this. For me, it's personally doing things on a daily basis. Brothers and sisters, I've underlined daily because in order for this to continue for our growth, we must keep repeating these actions and doing things that feed our mind, feed our body and our soul positively for the betterment of self. That for me is what the definition of self-love is. And I would love to hear from you all what your definitions of self-love are for you later on. But when it comes to the things, the so-called things on a daily basis, for me, these are food. And the food is in the form of gifts. So I have coined this term because I believe that it's gratitude, intention, forgiveness, your team or tribe, and self-care that are the fundamentals that lay the foundation from which we are able to practice self-love. Can I get some ones in the chat just so that I know we're all together?
Lick
So I
shot
know
from
we're all
Babylon.
together.
Go on,
Wonderful,
Rasta.
wonderful. So the reason why for me, it's these 5 things that set the foundation is as follows. Gratitude. I took this definition from the Frontiers in Psychology. It's a journal, whilst reading The Very Well Mind. And I thought that, again, it was spot on in terms of their definition, which is the recognition that something good happened to you, accompanied by an appraisal that someone, whether it's another person or an impersonal source, such as nature or a divine entity, responsible for it. So let's just simplify that. It's when we give thanks, brothers and sisters. When we give thanks, and we give thanks from our heart, you'll always know that even, it doesn't matter what's going on with me in my life. If anyone asks me how I'm doing, I will tell them the truth, but I'd always say I'm grateful. I'm grateful. And I'm going to ask everyone, if you can just humor me for a couple of minutes, please. I'd like us all, because our collective vibration can heal and it can move mountains. So I'm going to ask us if we can just breathe. Going to ask you to just breathe. Slow and deep. And if you want to close your eyes, close your eyes. And put your hand on your heart, put your hand on your chest. And just slowly breathe. And just say thank you. Keep your hand on your chest and say thank you. I'm going to play a little bit of music whilst you do that for a couple of moments, but it must be slow, deep breaths and say thank you. See, brothers and sisters, I don't know about you, but for me, gratitude is calming, it's soothing to the soul, feeds my soul. It also helps bring our heart rate down to an equilibrium, feeds our mind, and it also feeds our body. It gets the oxygen pumping round, but definitely allows us to connect to source. I'm going to encourage everyone that you start your morning and you end your day with being grateful.
Sister Semerah, can I just quickly say, beloved, I really want to thank you for that exercise. I really want to thank you I'm not just saying it because people are on the platform, I mean it. That is the fun. In our academy, Westside and Lewisham Academy, we have what's called GAS, gratitude, affirmation, and then silence. We teach our children every single week about the science of gratitude, sister. And I just want to thank you, sister. I'm sorry for interrupting, but I just really wanted to thank you for the exercise. Excellent.
Thank you, Brother Andrew. And something that Brother Andrew knows about me, I'm very big on gratitude, very big. And it's something that only took a couple of seconds, brothers and sisters, for us to all connect. We're all in different parts of the globe, but we can all connect for a couple of seconds and it can just reset any kind of negativity that's going on. We can redress the balance with just hand on chest, breathe slowly, breathe deeply and say thank you. And yes, Brother Brian, I see you. I see you. I woke up this morning and I was grateful for that as well. And so the next is apologies, intention. I want everyone to not just do the action. Don't just do the action, feel the action. But you have to live on purpose. You have to live on purpose. You have to desire to be grateful. You have to schedule it, write it down, block out time in your diary. You must be determined. You must focus. It must be part and parcel of who you are. And in order for it to become a part of who you are, you have to say it, do it, and mean it. That mental element and component is key to the action then being realized and realized with power. Now, the next part of gifts is so fundamental to us with our self-love, and it's probably one of the hardest things for us all to do, which is forgive. I know that I'm probably one of the worst when it comes to this, because forgiveness isn't just for somebody else. It's not just because that person has wronged you. Do you know what's the hardest thing to do? To forgive ourselves. I had to learn, it's a journey. I had to learn how to forgive me. It's very easy for us sometimes to say, oh, it's okay, my love, I forgive you. Hold that mirror up and forgive you as well. For some of us, if you've been in a bad relationship, you know, you blame yourself, you feel guilt, you feel shame. But I want us to all take a moment to just release that anger and resentment, because that builds up toxicity in the body. And that's what causes dis-ease in the body. Forgive yourself and forgive others. It's not for their benefit, it's for yours. And I've put on here something that is so critical, which is forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. You don't have to have the person who wronged you in your space. I actually encourage you not to. But what I do encourage you to do is to have compassion. Have compassion. We don't know what that person was going through when they wronged us. We're all human beings. We are all perfectly imperfect. Many of you know that I have that saying, we're all flawsome. We're perfectly imperfect, okay? And I actually posted that on my social media. So I want us to know that you don't have to necessarily accept that person back into your sphere to say that you have forgiven them. Know it in here. Absolutely, as Brother Cleaver said, know it. You forgive from the heart, not just the head. Love that, Brother Cleaver, and I agree with you. And this for me was fundamental to what Brother Colin was sharing, what Brother Respect was sharing. And actually everybody on the platform continues to share this. The T is for team, it's for our tribe. Now I'm quoting Aristotle here. We know that he spent a lot of time in Kemet and actually does attribute a lot of his wisdom to ancient Egypt. But he said that man is by nature a social animal. Man cannot live alone. You try doing life by yourself. You try doing life alone for a week. I promise you, we cannot do life by ourselves. We have to have a team around us. The last 2 weeks have been very, very testing for me. And if it wasn't for the people in my life, I don't even know where I'd be. We cannot do life alone, family. Please know this. Please don't suffer in silence. Know that we are all, as Sister Diana has said, interdependent on one another. We absolutely are. It takes all of us. All the sayings are coming out. Sister Beverly has said, no man is an island. No man, woman, or child is an island. I promise you that if you try and do life alone, you will fail. And it's not a failure that will lead to success. And why would you want to do life alone? We are not designed to be by ourselves. So what we need to actually then do is look at who we have in our team and who we have in our tribe. Everyone knows I have certain key individuals within my team and within my tribe. But I also want to spend a special thank you to Sister Angela, because she knows what happened last week. She got a phone call from me, and her heart is absolutely amazing. So I want to send a special thank you. She knows why. Because when you have different people in your team, in your tribe, it can build you up. It can build you up. I don't know if everyone knows that this week is actually Mental Health Awareness Week, and the subject matter is actually loneliness. And I saw this quote from Robin Williams, the late Robin Williams, who took his life by, he died by suicide. He took his own life. And something that I think is important for all of us to recognize, for us to recognize when it comes to who we have in our space, in our atmosphere, is this. Because he said, I used to think the worst thing in life was to end up alone. It's not. It's not. The worst thing in life is to end up with people who make you feel alone, family. Please read this. Hear my heart on this. That if you've got people who are in your life that are taken from you and are not filling you, they are not feeding your mind, they are not feeding your soul, they are not feeding you even physically, they do not have the right and privilege to stay in your life. Look at who you have around you. I really need you to feel me on this. Please stay close to people that want more for you and not from you. So many people are takers. What are they giving to you? How are they building you up? Exactly. Some people just want to sap your energy. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you in the comments, family. This is so key. You know, when I spoke about this in February, that I said, if you can't change the people around you, you've got to change the people around you. Well, you also have to take stock of what are you also giving to the party? What are you bringing to the table? Please, we can't be energy drainers either. I'm pausing because I really want us all to look at this. Look at who you have in your circle and also take stock and be accountable as to what you are bringing to your relationships as well. But only have people in your space that are for you. They are given to you positively. They are not taken from you. And what I want us to do is to surround ourselves with love. Surround ourselves with love. And we in turn must be love and give love. But the only way that we can do that is with this final one, which is self-care. Now, I took this from one of my clients. Definitely, if you're out in America and if you're able to travel to Ohio, then shout out to my friend and client, Vishante. By the way, not because I designed her website, but you wouldn't think it's a beauty website. She's such an incredible human being that I encourage you just to look at her about page. She's got everything on there to do with gratitude and the importance of loving one another and self-care. And I love that this comes from her mouth about self-fullness, not selfishness. Self-fullness and abundance of love is spread when we first take the time to care and nurture ourselves and then pour the light it creates onto others. Thus, self-care is essential to your being. It's essential to your being, your mind, your body, your soul. And its practice should be daily like the rise of the sun. To that we say Ashe. Because that is deep on a beauty, on a makeup website. Let me tell you something. You need to get hip to Vishante. If you're not, and as I said, if you're out in America and travel to Ohio, I recommend her services because she is all about the importance of self-care and that we shouldn't be selfish, but we must be self-full. And there are different ways in which we are able to actually engage in self-care, and self-care means different things to different people. So I definitely want us to take that on board, but it's not a selfish practice because remember, you can't give from an empty cup. So before I finish up this evening, I want us to do a very quick recap. And everybody feel free to take a screenshot. This is my personal definition of self-love. But by all means, you have your own. I encourage you to have your own. Mine is doing things on a daily basis that feed our mind, body, and soul positively for the betterment of self. We are feeding ourselves with gifts, and that is gratitude, intention, forgiveness, our team and tribe around us, and daily basis, a daily dose of self-care. All of that on a plate is what we feed ourselves for self-love. Now, I have given you just a very quick overview. It's an introduction, but if you want to learn more about the how, the why, and the how that we can implement this, then I am so excited to share that on Saturday, the 25th of June this year, between 9:30 and 5:30 p.m.
Come on.
UK time in central London at the Holiday Inn Bloomsbury, that there will be many of us that will be able to deep dive into the knowledge of self and the knowledge of self-awareness, emotional regulation and resilience. We're going to walk everybody through how you can boost your mental health and emotional well-being and ensure that each one is then equipped to reach one and teach one. Join our community. We are committed not only to mental and social emotional well-being, we are committed to you. We are committed to you, and we want that commitment back so that as a community, we can move as one force. Now, the investment for the event is £60 plus booking fee, and that includes not just the teaching. You'll get a welcome pack and gift bag, as well as networking opportunities, practical workshops. All your beverages are included, and we will feed you with food, not biscuits, food. Okay, so you will get refreshments and a hot buffet lunch as well. We are so honored to have incredible partners that are in sponsorship and in partnership with us. We have Apex Counseling, myself at the Mirror Group. We have Danielle from DevCora Consultancy. We have the Investigator himself, Brother Andrew from Hidden Truth. We have Community Connects, as well as Dr. Carlton from Marshall and Brown, London. Brothers and sisters, we are so honored and excited to bring this day to you where we can hug that £60. You get a hug from me. Some of you know that I give some very nice snuggly hugs. So just for the 60 quid for a hug from me, come on now, find the money, find the investment. No, I'm kidding. It's going to be an amazing day. We have some incredible facilitators and speakers, two of whom are Danielle Pile and Yinka Yusufu. Now, everyone that was on the suicide prevention training in London, Manchester, and Birmingham between March and April, drop a 1 if you remember Brother Yinka. Drop a 1. I want to see some ones. I want to see some ones. Yes, you know that the brother is dangerous. Yes, Sister Kaz said it. Yinka is the man. Well, do you not think that this mission requires the best? I believe that is a rhetorical answer, right? So we are bringing in the heavies. We are bringing in the big guns. And you've got the Investigator plus DJ Sem as your MCs and hosts. So very, very honored and excited for us. He does give lovely hugs as well, doesn't he, Sister Daisy? So we are really excited to bring this to the family because we know that the community needs it. We know the community needs it. Oh, I am sorry to see that Manchester was postponed, but if you're able to come down to London, it will be amazing to see you, Sister Donna. And so I just want to say in closing, family, that a couple of things from the One Africa conference. Dr. Susan Tartar, she actually gave a very powerful segment where she said that we are not discovering who we are, family. We're not discovering who we are. We already know who we are, but it's just that we need to awaken who we are.
Teach.
And I believe in my spirit, in my mind, in my heart, in my head, in my body, with all my being, that this seminar is about just that. You already know who you are. We just need to be on this journey together so that each one can reach one and teach one. And I leave you all with this, that the longer you live in the past is the less future you have to enjoy. Brothers and sisters,
Woo!
This is something that I've lived my life by, which is life is a gift. So please enjoy your present. Brother Andrew, thank you for allowing me to share.
Wow. Come on, brothers and sisters. Sister Semerah did not hold back. Semerah, I just don't know what to say, beloved. Every time you teach, it resonates with the mind, heart, and spirit, sister. I felt each and every one, and when you speak, sister, it comes from a place of truth. It comes with a place of sincerity, and it comes, brothers and sisters, look at the ones being dropped. I didn't even say to drop ones. If you felt Sister Semerah, and you felt that, come on, man, show the love, man. It's a new day. It's a new day. This is the Hidden Truth team. It's a new day, brothers and sisters. That was massive, and that was absolutely amazing. We thank you so much, Queen. We thank you so much. And sisters announced. She's announced. Because you see, brothers and sisters, I'm gonna have to ask you that question. You know I'm gonna have to ask you that question, brothers and sisters, as we go through this. Because it's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Today is a new day. Brothers and sisters, quick question, because Semerah's doing the works behind the scenes. Would you like to see and support more Hidden Truth live in-person events? Because that's what Semerah's leading the way on. Do you think that because we got a fantastic online event, but would you like to meet and greet and then show the love of each other in a physical sense, not just online? Let us know what you're saying, brothers and sisters, because we're here to serve you. Simple. We are literally here to serve you, brothers and sisters. Some of you may say, you know what? No, we prefer just to do online. Some of you may be jealous because you say, you know what? I'm not even in England, so I don't want you lot meeting up without me. I don't know, brothers and sisters. But do you believe that, at times we should have more and more live Hidden Truth events? And if we do, would you support it? That's the question. Would you support us? All right, as time is going on, it looks like it was similar to the Cosmic Intercourse. I know you're still voting, but time is limited. It looks like 96% want more on physical events, and 4% you say no. We want to keep it online.
It's because they're not in London, the 4%. So I can understand that, brothers and sisters. I understand. It's your road trip.
So our Sister Semerah is now leading the way for our seminar, our all-day seminar. If you notice, it's in central London in a top hotel. We're not playing with the quality. Top hotel, food included.
Yes.
Gift bag, everything, man. And then you still got the top people who are literally gonna be with you, okay, brothers and sisters? So this is something that is literally gonna be phenomenal. And the next main speaker is literally someone who's also gonna be out there on the day as a main speaker itself. Is that sister? Yeah, sorry, sister, carry on.
Shall I introduce our keynote for the night?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. We're gonna get there, dear. Don't worry. We are gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
But this is the direct link. We also have on Brother Andrew's website and the investigator.org.uk. You can also book your tickets there. I'm a little bit of an octopus at the moment, so I will drop the link for everyone to book their tickets to attend. So please support, because this isn't about us. This is about, sorry, when I say it's not about us, it's not just about who you saw as the facilitators and, you know, all of the great sponsors. This is about us as a collective. I really want everyone to understand and feel my heart on that. But